Hey Kings, a couple of things I just want to share with you today. A reminder that Monday, November 23rd is a special holiday we put in place, and it really is meant to take a break, kind of a mental health day, maybe call it a family day, but just an encouragement that should be a day with, no work. Take a break from our regular work and get primed for the rest of the semester as we look forward to Christmas. And then also a reminder about Christmas, that those 2 weeks around the Christmas break, we're going to go full at-home learning, which gives people a chance to isolate as best they can to get ready for loved ones over the holidays. I do want to say that this past week, Miss Collin and I visited all the classrooms, and we just kind of wanted to go over some of those COVID things again, a little bit of reminder and some key points. Halton is in the red zone, and really remind ourselves that we go into the red zone to think about our precautions so that we don't go to shutdown and actually so that things actually move down again. So that's really what we're working for. So we do review those things. I think there's been little impact on our daily school life, but we do review it and look at those protocols that we need to make sure that we're following. We shared with students that we really do understand the vast majority of people, family, students that really want to make things work and want to do these protocols well. So thank you for that. At the same time, we also recognize that, people are tired. This can be hard. And it's okay to say that. I think we actually have to demystify things by saying, you know what, this is hard. We get tired. And then to also say, where do we find our encouragement and how we build resilience around that so we don't stay in the tired or the hard? How do we pull ourselves forward? How do we find the joys of life? How do we find gratitude and to keep building on those things? We talked about with classes what we can do communally as Kings, but as we talked to one expert, the key point became people taking personal responsibility. Each person has to take responsibility for following the protocols appropriately and doing things like not going to social gatherings on the weekends where there are too many people that you're not normally connected with without masks or without proper distancing. And that really, when we do those kinds of things, we actually put the community at risk. And so we talked about that with all of our students, and please be sure to talk with your children about that. But that's our encouragement. And with that became this question of, well, what are we fighting for? Why are we doing this? There are a lot of reasons for that. One I would say that is right front and center for me is we want to keep going with school, definitely for the year, but certainly until December 10th, until we have our break. So how can we make sure that we stay in school during this red zone time when numbers are increasing? How do we take care of things? Because we really value being at school. I hear it from students every morning. They value being at school. I hear it from parents when I talk in the parking lot. We love it. We want to continue with it. Let's take care of it. Let's work on that together. In this MailChimp, you're going to find an excerpt from a couple of chapels that we've recently done. Two former students reminding us about the value of diversity and taking care of each other. And, there were two thoughts that came out of that. And one was an awareness of microaggressions, which is something that we need to protect ourselves against. But then actually the way you do that is through promoting micro acts of love. I really like that. Micro acts of love. What are the micro things that we do every day that signal to people we care? And it's things like saying thank you. It's things like opening doors for others. It's not just that. It's the kindness things. Those micro acts of love make a huge difference in people's lives. So I hope you tune into that chapel and hear what our students had to say. For now, again, I'm just going to say, may our God continue to bless you and keep you. May our God bless us and keep all of us in his care. All the best.